Welcome to The Detective and a Doctor, Episode 6, covering Rizzoli Isles, Season 4, Episode 6, Somebody's Watching Me.
This episode was all about guessing it in the first, 5 minutes.
To the point where it was just, pissing me off a little bit, no, we're not gonna try it. No, not trying at all. No.
No twist?
Nope, none at all.
This episode opens at Jane's apartment condo, and she's bitching and complaining because she has no water, she couldn't shower, and when did Boston become a third world country?
And she turned the water on and it was like oil.
It was chocolate sauce. So they go to a coffee shop, which this was really funny. It was just kind of like the sub-story, although it kind of took over from the actual main plot, which was okay because it was funny.
Yeah.
If it wasn't funny, I'd be like, what? And this short little girl, Jane, spills her coffee on this girl.
Well, she spilled it on her, but
it wasn't her fault. It wasn't Jane's fault.
Right.
The girl, walked into her. There's this big hoopla about it. And there's, it goes viral on YouTube and gets 49,000 hits.
Much like this show.
And, we're she has something to do with Jane buying this condo.
We knew it pretty much immediately.
How do you not know one of your neighbors? The apartment building is not that big.
Because the woman apparently lived in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how do you not...
You're a detective. You don't know your neighbors?
Maybe she's been busy? I don't know. It was just very odd.
Basically trying to get Jane to go, but they get arrested instead. Not Jane. The troll and the trolley apartment owner.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's this guy gets killed in the basement of this old man's house, who apparently...
He helped the old man out.
He helped the old man out, but he gets killed in this man's basement. But this old man is crazy.
Well, they think he's crazy.
He's still kind of crazy.
He really wasn't, though.
He was a normal amount of crazy.
Was
they
founded.
just thought he was over the top crazy.
This guy was a hoarder. He just had a lot of random stuff in his basement. A lot of electronics, a lot of sports memorabilia, and a lot of stuff blankets. That he took, Electric blankets, a Floby! Woohoo! A lot of stuff that he borrowed from neighbors and just never gave back. And then the random guy came over with lemonade, and that was bizarre, and...
That was really bizarre.
And then the,
take coffee
Frankie
and tops.
No, guys
That's
don't
not
take...
why it was bizarre,
Yeah, but men
though.
don't take anything.
No. People don't do that at all anymore.
No. Especially crossing a crime scene. First of all, who let him cross the crime scene?
An idiot.
It was probably that little 6th grader that was out there.
Yeah, it probably was.
Frankie and Frost checking out the little 6th grader. She's not in 6th grade, but...
She wasn't. She was just really young. She was fresh out of the academy.
And that was kind of... whatever. And they found out he had an EMP machine, and they blew up a couple... Not blew up, but a couple... Yeah. A couple of the cop cars. It seemed like it was kind of all over the place.
Yeah. It was definitely a filler episode.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the humor, though.
Yes. The humor was back, and that was, good stuff.
Humor's okay once in a while, but when it's constantly, it gets kind of meh. Like how Jane was, freaking out, though. Where am I going to take a shower?
Why didn't you go to Mara's house? Everybody else in your family goes to Mara's house for everything. Why didn't you just go to Mara's house?
And Mara's come over to my house.
We didn't think of this, I don't know, the day before, 2 days before. It was just very odd that nobody thought to use Mara's house.
Likes? The humor is definitely one of them.
That.
I enjoyed the subplot more than I enjoyed the main plot.
I enjoyed... neither of the plots really caught my eye.
No, but the subplot was definitely better than...
Oh, yeah.
Because Jane was getting sued,
and I enjoyed
that... out it wasn't a police matter, it was a civil matter.
Yeah. I enjoyed that Angela Rizzoli was back, and I enjoyed that she called Corsac over to check the subpoena.
Yes. Shipping it!
That was really cute, and I'm just glad we had Angela back this episode, because, I don't know if you know this or not, but I love Angela Rizzoli.
Angela Rizzoli.
Angela Rizzoli! Tommy was back, which
Joe
that
Friday
was funny.
Was back.
Was that the real Joe Friday?
That was the real Joe Friday.
I'm glad, because I noticed the other one wasn't the Joe Friday. But I enjoyed yeah, Angela and Corsac and that.
I enjoyed
Tommy being back.
I enjoyed Mara having to drag Jane out of the cafe because the girl called Jane a bitch.
How many times has that happened to us?
Several times.
How many?
I had to drag her out of a park in Greenwich Village because some guy was starting shit with us.
Okay.
I'm like, just ignore it. Just ignore it. And she's like, should I? I'm like, let's just go.
Yeah, but should
Jane
I?
Rizzoli. A lot more likes than you thought you did.
I do, but
it was like little
it was
things.
Singular
Stanley.
character things.
Stanley in the
Stanley
cafe
was
like,
funny.
there's 50
I love
more
Stanley.
cents. There's 17 more cents. Come over and help your customers.
Yeah, because Angela thought it'd be a really great idea to set up 2 little cans for defense fund.
Meanwhile, Mara is rich and offering to help Jane afford a lawyer.
And we're sitting there going, wait a minute, why isn't Mara paying for this? Why is it? Oh, look, she just offered to pay for it.
Yeah. I think I liked Mara trying to rap. Funniest thing ever.
Well, we know she has a second career ahead of her if this whole, medical examiner thing don't work.
Dislikes everything else in the episode.
I didn't like either of the stories. I felt they were uninteresting.
Like I said, I enjoyed the subplot more than I enjoyed the main story.
I can agree with that.
It was actually entertaining.
And I liked the old man and how they were with him.
I liked how Mara recorded Jane with this old man just so to, because all of the bad press about
that she was getting.
And
what else did we
didn't
not
like the main storyline.
Yeah. Neither of the stories really held my attention. And that's saying a lot, because I do not.
It was definitely not the best episode of this season.
No. And I didn't like how Ross and Frankie were towards this young girl. That was a little over the top, even for them. I mean, I know that they can check girls out and whatnot, but shining the light on her ass was a bit much, and I just felt like that was overplayed.
Yeah.
And I was
They were a lot more
uncomfortable
subtle with the whole Riley thing.
Yeah. And I was very uncomfortable.
Where'd she go?
She's still on vacation. I didn't like how we didn't see little Tommy. But that's okay.
TJ.
Little TJ.
We haven't seen him in a while. He's probably like 5 by now.
They probably aged him right up. He's probably getting ready to go to kindergarten.
He's like, predictions? There are no predictions because this episode was a filler.
Yeah, this was a major filler. And it was very obvious that it was a filler.
And this is like, they moved like all of like the first like 6 episodes around. Mm-hmm. Or maybe not even first, but they moved all these episodes around, and this was definitely a filler.
But right, and I don't understand that. Like, they did move these episodes around, but why wouldn't they put those episodes that they put together were all very important episodes. Mm-hmm. Like, why wouldn't they take this episode and put it in between one of them and keep our...
I think originally it was.
Yeah, and it would have made more sense.
Yeah.
I hope we get to see more of Mara's family, more of Jane's family. There's my 2, I guess, predictions, 2 hopes, which we probably definitely will, but...
She just wants all Angela Rizzoli all the time.
And Corsac?
Shipping it. Ratings. I give it a 7.
Yeah, I give it 6, even. I was not interested.
It was just funny.
In the least bit.
Go team!
So catch us next week for another edition of The Detective and a Doctor, covering episode 4.07 called All for One.
One for all.
Also, watch Minor Incidents the day before.
I like the robot and the rabbit thing. Of them reenacting the whole thing at the cafe, the coffee shop.
How do you know about that? It's on the internet?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. A lot of product placement this episode, too. Stevia, YouTube, Floby.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
You don't know what a Floby is?
No.
It's like a vacuum that sucks your hair and cuts it at the same time. A brilliant thing. That's how I cut your hair when you're sleeping.
People have gone bald using this product.
All the time. She always says ready spaghetti, and I don't know why.
Professionals.
We are professionals. Professional assholes.
Yes, with doctorates and bullshit.
That's what yours is?
Yeah!
Oh my god, mine is too! Yeah, she's living it up on a beach in South Dakota. Although I do ship her with Rondo too. I'm not even gonna lie about it.
Yeah, she does.
Really, if Angela looks at somebody, I'm shipping it.
And I don't ship.
It's like, both of my ships in 1 week? I have set sail.